Chris Hallows with Walk and Volk Mortgage here, bringing another Flag Home Fridays with Dan Hakes, Farmers Insurance. We're going to bring you 3 major mistakes you're probably making on your insurance. So we're going to bring the 3 top mistakes that people are making on their insurance. And Dan, hit me with number 1 here.
Number 1 is mistaking price for value. Far too often we think that because we have a low price, we have a good product. When you think about something like a car, most of us recognize that the best value in a car is not typically the cheapest car. Insurance is very much the same. Far too often you pay very little for insurance thinking, hey, I got a great deal. But when claims happen, what you realize is that you didn't have the coverage you thought you had, and now you've got a situation where you're coming out of pocket to protect yourself instead of getting the protection that you thought you were paying for.
Gotcha. So people are buying price, but not buying insurance.
That's right. They're not buying the protection. Insurance is all about protection. And so we buy insurance because we can't financially afford to rebuild our house or to replace our car, or can't afford a spouse's death. And if we don't buy the right coverage, then it doesn't matter what price we're paying. You're going to pay a higher price when bad things happen.
Makes total sense. So number 2, leading into that then, what's the major mistake number 2 that people are making?
Number 2 really comes down to time. And what I mean by time is taking the time to manage your insurance. Insurance may not be the most sexy or the most interesting industry that we have. In fact, we like to say that it's a love-hate. I personally don't like paying my insurance premiums any more than anyone else does, but I've had situations where insurance has totally saved my financial plan. So taking the time on a regular basis, we suggest at least annually, to sit down with us and to review what's new with you. Have you had children? Have you bought new cars? Have you bought homes? All those types of things that change what you need to protect, and then taking time to say what's new in the insurance world. What do we need to do that makes more sense for you that is now available that wasn't available in the past? It's not a time consumer, but it does take effort, and if you're not willing to do it, you'll find yourself with protection that doesn't fit.
And that leads right into actually the 3rd point that we were talking about, that is a major mistake of people. And what is that 3rd point?
Not recognizing that insurance isn't a part of a financial plan. So if you have plans, whether it be to retire early or to buy properties or to buy a first-time home, whatever your financial plan is, insurance is a big part of that. And not being able to package those two together, your goals along with the protection and ultimately the cost. You can pay too much for insurance, you can pay too little for insurance, but in the end, that insurance should protect your financial plan. And if it's not customized or tailor fit to your financial plan, it's like buying a sweater that's way too big. It doesn't really look good and it doesn't feel good.
Gotcha. Insurance isn't the funnest thing, but nope. You guys are here to help. And how is that people can get in touch with you? How is it that you help them?
So with insurance, the basic or the easy parts of insurance are the things that people deal with most, such as their auto insurance, their home insurance, even a renter's policy. But we're a full service agency, and so we can handle everything from your toys, boats, and ATVs to landlord policies if you're an investor and have investment properties. We do IRAs and savings for college. We can help clients make sure that all of their aspects are covered and they don't have any gaps or holes in their insurance plan, which of course is part of that financial plan we talked about.
Perfect. Well guys, you heard it from Dan Hakes. Now you got a friend in the insurance industry. 17 years here in Flagstaff doing insurance. If you want experience, you know where to find it. Thanks again, Dan, for having us.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks for joining us for another Flag Home Fridays. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, and if you'd like to be featured, hit me up on the contact information below, and we'll see you next Friday.